Hello friends, I'm Navina and I'm going to read you another story from the March 1982 issue of Chandamama, The Unread Message. Long ago there lived a villager who had two goats. He let the goats loose in the morning. They roamed about in the green grass fields. They returned to their master in the afternoon. The villager tied them to the pillars of his hut. One day the goats did not return as they used to do. The villager's wife was quite upset. But the villager said, "Don't you worry, pray and leave the matter to God." The goats returned in the evening. They gave more milk than ever. What was strange is that whoever drank a little of that milk felt rejuvenated. Those who were sick got cured. Thereafter, the goats departed into the forest every day in the morning and returned only in the evening. They gave more and more milk, and the milk proved extremely beneficial. Days passed. One morning, the villager followed the goats into the forest. The goats entered a cave, and the villager followed them into it. He could not see his goats inside the cave as it was dark. Soon he heard deafening sounds and saw ugly figures making faces at him. Monstrous bats made dives at him, and serpents hissed at him. "God will protect me," he told himself, and he marched on. What looked like a cave was a tunnel. A ray of light flickered at the other end. After a long and fearful journey, he stepped out of the tunnel and found himself in a charming land. The land abounded in fruits and flowers. Its air made one happy. Once one was there, one never liked to go back. The villager found his two goats romping around. Although the villager would not like to go back to his old place, he would like his wife and neighbors to come over there to share his happiness. He wrote down a message for them and tied it to the neck of one of his goats. As the sun was about to set, the goats entered the tunnel on their way back to the village. The villager was sure that his message would reach his wife, and she, if not the others, would soon be in the blessed land. But the situation was different in his village. His wife was worried at his disappearance. She looked for him in the forest and wept. But she never cared to examine the goats and find the message. When a week passed and he did not return, she thought that he had been killed by the bandits in the forest. "I'll go away to my father's village. Who will buy my goats?" she asked the villagers. But nobody in that small village was in a position to buy the goats. She had her goats killed by the village butcher so that she could sell the meat to many. The butcher found the message tied to one of the goats only after it had been killed. Now all were eager to go to the blessed land. But how to go? The goats that could lead them there had been killed. The woman wept bitter tears, and so did the neighbors. That is all they could do. Thank you.